Hi guys, Pickles Gaijin here, Jamaican YouTuber. Welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to take in a video from Paulo from Tokyo. And it is things that are okay in Japan but illegal around the world. Let's go into it right now. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to know when videos come on my channel. Alright guys, so let's go.
Laws that are okay in Japan but illegal around the world. So I've made videos before on things that you can't do in Japan because of Japanese law, or unknown laws here in Japan that could get you arrested. But this time I wanted to switch things up and show you guys some laws here in Japan that are actually legal.
Yo, I don't know what's going on, but that jacket is loud. It's right up my street, fam.
But are illegal in the rest of the world. Many think that Japan is a very strict country, and rightfully so, but when you hear some of these Japanese laws, you may be scratching your head. And to be clear from the start, I don't recommend doing any of these things. I'm not providing legal advice, and this is for entertainment only. But like always, before I start, if you want to see what I'm doing on the daily, check out my Instagram account. If you guys want to help support the channel, then check out my Japan merch. And if you have any questions about Japan or your Japan travels, check out my Discord community. Oh, and let me know in the comments how these laws compare to your country and if you agree or disagree with any of them.
Alright, let's go, buddy.
Let's do this.
Alright.
Number 1, age of consent. This one is a much debated topic in Japan today, but the legal age of consent is 13 years old in Japan.
Yes, you damn perverted Yo, this right here, we tell people about this. I think it was in Osaka the other day. Osaka, yeah. We heard about a guy marrying a girl, but if they prove it's love, then it is no big. It's not seen as a crime or under the age of consent or whatever. So once you can prove that the relationship is love and genuine, then you're fine. Bro, 13 years old. This is junior high school age. This is probably second or third form in Jamaica. Alright, the 8th or ninth grade in Jamaica. 13 years old is the age of consent. Although, let's be real, people are having sex from prep school, elementary school anyway. But for an older person to have sex with a 13-year-old, I don't know how I feel about that, buddy.
And one of the lowest in the world. Age of consent referring to the minimum age at which a person is considered to be capable of giving consent to sexual acts. In fact, this has been part of the Japan Penal Code since 1907, more than 100 years without change. Interestingly, most prefectures in Japan have statutes and local ordinances that raise the effective age to between 16 and 18 years old, while at the same time leaving some gray area for specific cases. At the end of the day though, the national age of consent in Japan is 13 years old. Number 2, marrying cousins. On somewhat of a lighter note, it's legal in Japan to marry your first cousin. Like many of these laws in the video, it may be legal in some countries, or if you're from the US, in your state. But the truth is, in other parts of the world, marrying your first cousin is still against the law. So I thought this one was worth mentioning. This law dates all the way back to Japan's Meiji period when it was passed in 1898. It's common enough in Japan that there's a word for it. Itoko-kon. In fact, there have been many famous and well-known people in Japan who have married their first cousin. For example, Japan's 56th Prime Minister, who's the grandfather of Japan's more recent Prime Minister, Abe, was married to his first cousin. There were even 2 Prime Ministers after him who were also married to their first cousin. One of the reasons for this law was to allow families to keep their wealth within their family. Fortunately, for those living in Japan today who also want to legally spend the rest of their life with their first cousin, Japan is all for it.
Yo, you serious though, fam? So in an effort to protect your wealth, you're going to marry your first cousin. Although there's a saying in Jamaica, cousin and cousin boil good soup. So I mean, Jesus. Ugh.
Number 3, defamation. So this is an interesting one. In Japan, you can sue someone for defamation if they damage your honor, aka public image, even if the statements are true. This one kind of blew my mind since I'm from the US, and we understand defamation to be the oral or written communication of a false statement about another that unjustly harms their reputation and usually constitutes a tort or crime. But in Japan, hurting someone's honor or even hurting a company's honor is protected by law, despite the statements being true. I should note though that many
So before.
Laws in Japan leave a lot of gray area.
Yes, that's the thing in Japan. A lot of things are left to interpretation, and in many cases, persons who are on the other side of the law, especially if you're a foreigner, you get done in by that gray area. Uh, this is not me just speaking out of my head. These are things that I've seen happen to people already. All right. The whole thing of holding foreigners in prison or in jail without any form of phone call or anything. That's also something that happens here in Japan. But without waiting that, yo, this definition thing is serious because I know honor is very important in Japan. Saving face is one of the most important things in Japan. So rather than doing something, they rather save face and just not do something to insult people. And I've seen it happen before. That's sorry. I don't know. It just honor my. If you dishonor the family, it is almost like social suicide technically. Yeah, dishonoring. Oh man, that makes a lot of sense then. When it comes to like a lot of issues that happen in the Japanese families where they don't want you just to let out the secret because or let out the thing that happened because it will dishonor or smirch the family name, besmirch the family name, and with that you lose opportunities, you get removed from social circles, which is very important here in Japan, and other little things that you would have benefited from having that name in a good light. Damn.
But the main three criteria for defamation in Japan is 1. The statement is shared with the general public.
So
2. It
tweeting.
reveals specific facts whether true or not. And 3. Damages one's honor, either socially, their value, or how they value themselves. So for example, telling your coworkers or the public that your married boss is having an affair with someone, even though it's completely true, is considered defamation in Japan. Even online statements, if the 3 previously mentioned criteria are met, can be considered defamation. There are exceptions though, such that you're stating facts about public interest or you're a whistleblower to expose company fraud. But at the end of the day, the Japanese law is to protect individuals and companies from malicious actors that intend to do their honor or image harm. Here are 2 examples that actually happened in Japan.
Okay.
Case 1, in 2018, a person was having an affair and it was posted on social media by a third party.
Yikes.
Although the affair was happening, the person sued the third party for defamation. The Tokyo District Court judged for the plaintiff and was awarded 100,000 yen, about 820 US dollars today. And case 2, a quasi-rape incident occurred in an event circle. Quasi-rape by Japanese definition is a crime of committing sexual intercourse, anal intercourse, oral sex with another who's passed out under the influence of such as alcohol and lost consciousness to resist or was not able to resist. A magazine published an anonymous report about the incident without giving the subject's real name. In this case, although the incident happened and the subject was anonymous in the report, the court still awarded for the subject, as it was judged that the subject could be identified by judging the totality of the circumstances, and received a total of 4.4 million yen for defamation damages, about 36,000 US dollars. Maybe not necessarily legal around the world, but I thought this one was worth mentioning. So yeah, if you're in Japan and someone's talking that chiz, you may be able to do something about it. Before I can number 4. Food. Now this one is quite a sensitive topic for many people, so I'm gonna try to tread lightly. In Japan, hunting whale and dolphins as well as eating seal and sea lion is completely legal. Although it's part of the diet for some Japanese, it's probably safe to say that most don't eat it regularly. Yet it's still easily found in shops and some restaurants. Even a quick search on Amazon will yield results for some of these animals. On the other hand, shark fin, also legal to eat in Japan, probably more commonly eaten, and I think it's fair to say that many Japanese consider it a delicious food as it's easily found on menus, probably most commonly found in Chinese restaurants throughout Japan. But since it's such an expensive delicacy here, Japanese probably won't be eating it regularly. In regards to whaling specifically, Joji Morishita, who negotiated Japan's withdrawal from the International Whaling Commission, said in Japan the whale eating issue is a symbol of respect for different cultures, and many people in Japan think it's not right for people from outside to impose food culture on other places. Whether you agree with it.
Yo, oh, this is so Japan. This is what Japan is about. They are stubborn to their thing and their ways. Me I say, very inflexible. The fact is that the amount of whaling that you do, you're affecting an ecosystem, I presume. So I mean, let me not judge because I eat chicken, and meat, beef, and pork. So let me not judge persons who eat whale.
any of this or not, the simple fact is, at this time, it's legal to eat these foods here in Japan. And number 5, cigarettes. So these days, we all pretty much know that cigarettes are not that good for you. Many places around the world have laws protecting citizens, including children, from cigarettes and secondhand smoke. But Japan, although not there yet, is slowly catching up. There are still things that you can do legally here in Japan when it comes to cigarettes that aren't necessarily legal in other parts of the world. In Japan, you can still buy cigarettes from vending machines. Granted, you have a TASPO photo ID card and you're of age. Also, although most indoor smoking as of 2020 has been prohibited, you can still smoke in hotel rooms, cigar bars, and even some small-sized restaurants and bars that were open before April 2020. I don't know though. I feel like there's still a lot of restaurants and bars all throughout Japan that were open before 2020. Either way, Japan has come a long way from where it was just a few years ago, when wherever you went indoors, you can pretty much smoke inside.
Yeah, that's
Anyways,
true. That's
those
true.
are things that you can legally do in Japan that may be illegal in other parts of the world. If you guys
All right, so yeah, that's the video basically. I don't know what's happening. Just chip it in and out. I don't know what's going on, guys. But yeah, not that crazy of a list. The thing, I think the age of consent is something that hold on. I don't think I think the only thing that was really out that just really stood out to me was the age of consent. Food is a touchy topic, as he said. A lot of the ordinances, I guess, in each prefecture carries to 16. You know me? So yeah, I don't know. I thought I saw some, see something. I thought I would see something more like bam, But he didn't promise. But he said what is illegal around the world is okay in Japan. So the age of consent being one of the lowest in the world, which it speaks to something else, which we're not going to get into because it says something about a society that has an age of consent of 13. That men have a lot of control or that their children mature quickly. I don't know. Those are the things I would associate with that. The defamation thing is a real thing, and be careful. Maybe I should watch my mouth a bit more. Yeah. All right. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about these laws and cases, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.